To whoever this may impact, sometimes our lives have to be completely shaken up, changed, and rearranged to relocate us where we're really meant to be. Sometimes, change feels like loss, transformation is scary, and sometimes, to discover the best versions of ourselves, we must let go of absolutely everything that's holding us down. Welcome to I Missed Me, your new safe space. I'm excited to form a part of your healing journey. Nostalgia, a constant longing for something or someone of the past. It happens when the brain's reward pathways are triggered by memories of the past and plays a regulatory role in buffering threats via either reward mechanism or emotion regulation mechanism. We all experience it. The feeling of nostalgia is constantly present, and it keeps the best and happiest parts of our past alive. Feeling nostalgia for past relationships, places, feelings, and experiences, it is all a reminder that what we've been able to experience is beautiful. However, nostalgia loses its beauty when it turns into attachment to the past and thinking that because we were so happy then, we cannot be happy now or ever again. Nostalgia loses its beauty when we turn it into fear of not finding better, when we turn it into sadness, and when we turn it into anger for not having what we used to. Along my healing journey, I made that mistake. I killed nostalgia with sadness, anger, and resentment. I killed nostalgia with attachment, and I killed nostalgia with fear. After a long and painful journey of self-rediscovery, I ended up realizing that what I was missing wasn't actually a person. It wasn't actually a place, or an experience, or a relationship. And that anger and resentment wasn't towards anything or anyone, but it was towards myself. I didn't miss anything, and I didn't miss anyone. But I missed the version of myself that I was while experiencing what I was meant to experience in that specific period of my life. I missed me. A little backstory. A few years ago, life decided to break my heart. It was not a person, it was not a thing, and it was not a relationship. It was just my accumulated unhealed traumas finally slapping me in the face, mirrored to me through what I loved. It was necessary, yet very painful. I held the pain for a while, distracting myself, and what I thought I was healing, I was actually just holding. A cup can only hold so much water before it starts to leak, and we can only hold on to so much pain until it starts to damage. When my pain became damaging, I started recording myself. For a cup to be empty again and eventually hold new, cleaner, and fresher water, it must be emptied, and so do we. Recording myself was my way of emptying my emotions. It became an every night routine, and eventually, it became this podcast. My name is Mafe. I am your host, and I am extremely excited and grateful that you have chosen I Missed Me as a tool to help you and guide you through your healing journey. I love analogies. You will hear multiple ones all throughout the podcast. Here's the first one. Life is like an infinite hide-and-seek game. It often feels like a continuous search, sometimes for meaning, sometimes for love, sometimes for purpose, and sometimes for fulfillment. We chase after things that seem impossible to attain and accomplish, and once we realize we're actually capable of reaching them, we find ourselves back at the beginning, ready to search again. There will be moments of discovery, happiness, frustration, and fear. And just like a game in hide and seek, the thrill often comes from the pursuit and search itself, not necessarily the end. The point of hide and seek is to look for what's hiding. There's no need to look for something that isn't lost. And so for the game to be fun, there must be uncertainty. The only way to find yourself is by losing yourself first. Again, there's no need to look for something that isn't lost, which means that in order to find a new, better, more healed version of yourself, you must lose your current self first. And in this process of looking lies the growing. The only reason as to why life allows us to lose ourselves is so that we can begin the journey of self-rediscovery. The journey is a chaotic one, it is a painful one, and sometimes a very long one. But one thing that I can assure you is that it is always a worth it one. And it will happen multiple times all throughout our lives. Losing ourselves after letting go is scary. But losing ourselves because of not being able to let go is even scarier. Losing ourselves because of fear of change is painful. But losing ourselves because of staying stuck is even harder. Losing ourselves in the pursuit of others may leave us feeling empty. But losing ourselves to discover our own purpose and passion is where true growth happens. Healing, after all, is a process of unbecoming and of peeling back layers to reveal the core of who we really are. It is about learning to be okay with uncertainty, with letting go of what no longer serves us, and with opening up to the vast unknown of who we're actually meant to become. My purpose with I Missed Me is to become a part of your healing journey. Spoiler, in this journey, there will be days filled with clarity, days where it all makes sense, and days where the pieces fall into place, making perfect sense as to why so many changes. However, there will also be days clouded by doubt and confusion, when the old version of yourself calls you back to comfort and what feels familiar. I Miss Me will always be here to remind you that the moments of struggle and uncertainty are just as valuable. They are the moments that shape you, that stretch your understanding, and that give you depth to your strength. These moments remind you that healing is not a destination, but it is a journey. Each experience, each memory, and each person you encounter on your path serves a purpose. They remind you that even when you feel lost, you're still moving forward, little by little, towards a version of yourself that feels better than the past. So, to anyone who feels like they're in the middle of the search, know that you are not alone. Over the past 2 years, I Miss Me has become a community of millions of people that, just like you, are facing, meeting, and hugging healing with the goal of meeting their best self. You are exactly where you need to be, and every step you take, no matter how small it might seem, brings you closer to finding the person you're meant to become. Allow yourself the grace to grow, to heal, and to discover who you are, over and over again, and multiple times all throughout your life. Welcome to the journey of losing yourself. I promise you, you will find yourself eventually. With love, Mafe. Besties, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to share with anyone that might need to listen. Don't forget that we have a membership, where as soon as you sign up, you will receive an I Missed Me hoodie. Plus, you have access to an exclusive episode every single month, printable activities, meditations, monthly challenges, PDF guides, and behind-the-scenes content. Don't forget to follow I Missed Me on social media, I Missed Me Podcast on Instagram and TikTok, and subscribe to I Missed Me's YouTube channel, I Missed Me Podcast. I will see you guys on our next episode.